Hi guys, Steph here. Right, do you remember, you regular viewers, that in my last pen haul video I teased you with not one but two boxes. I've shown you one, I hope you enjoyed that one, and this one is the second one from that particular video. Can you recognize the box? We've mentioned this before about, people recognizing the box. In some cases, I can recognize certain boxes. Can you people? Anyway, let's not keep you in suspense any longer. If I turn it round for you, there you go. There's the answer. It's a Parker. And it comes in this quite a large grey box, as you can see. Can you tell what it is now? I'm sure some of you now will be sort of screaming at the screen saying, yes, I know what it is. So let's take the top off. First of all, let's pop that to one side. And then inside what you have is another inner box in this lovely grey sort of suede, very nice and luxurious. Look very nice. Oh dear, I can't say these words sometimes. So yeah, we've got this inner box, this lovely, very nice suede grey box with the word Parker. Now, if we actually take this inner box out just for a moment, what we'll see inside is this. Okay, so what we've got, because this particular pen is a cartridge converter. Okay, so it comes with a Parker converter, it comes with a Parker cartridge, and it also comes with the instructions. Okay, so there you go. I forgot what that actually says. Oh yes, it says Parker Duofold. So there you go, there's a clue to what it is. It's a Parker Duofold. Okay, and the nice thing about it, in these instructions, you've got the stamp here where it's actually been, well, it's actually had a final inspection. That's the gentleman that sort of inspected it. And it's nice to see that it came from the Paker Newhaven factory here in England. Okay, so that's what you get inside the box. So we'll pop that to one side and let's bring on the lovely, luxurious, this very nice box. So, as I say, it's in this lovely suede colour, this suede material. You can see it's a quality made pen, and if we open it up here, there we go. That's what we've got for you. So to the back there, we've got the Parker Duofold logo. Okay, and then we've got the Parker, this lovely badge to the very front here. And then let's take out the pen, and in this particular case, let's take out the pencil. Once again, let's pop that to one side, and let's bring these in here like so. So what we've got for you, nice and simple, we've got a Parker Duofold Centennial fountain pen, and we've got the Parker Duofold propelling pencil, both in this lovely classic black, made of this, maybe a precious resin, who knows, but both made, well, both quality made pens and pencil. So first of all, there you go, you've got the pencil like so. Again, it comes in this classic black. I believe the trim on both pen and pencil is 23 karat gold plated. And then to the top of the crown, we've got this section here, this lovely stylized Parker clip, as you can see there, and this lovely button to the end, as you can see here, and a little bit of scrap of paper here. So if I turn, there you go, if we turn it for you, and you can see the pencil in full working order. Okay, so there you go. So that's the pencil. Let's pop that to one side. Let's turn that back again, and that'll retract back into the cone, as you can see. So there we have it, this gorgeous Parker Duofold pencil. And then we've got this gorgeous and handsome Parker Duofold Centennial. Now, incidentally, because basically what happened, I think they brought these out, or the Duofolds, because they brought them out to celebrate the Duofolds in the past, if you like, the 1920s, 1930s. And although this is a classic black one, they brought them out in many different colours. There were some deviations on the trim. This one is what we term as a Mark 1, and then afterwards they changed a little bit the banding here, and they brought out a slim like a slimline finial to the top, along with a couple of other things. But in this particular case, as I say, this is the Mark 1. As I said, I believe they brought out the Duofolds, I believe around about 1987, and they went through to, well, to the present day. I believe they're still making them now, although they're not making them in the Newhaven factory anymore. They are still being produced. So as I said, they brought them out in many different colours, slightly different trim as well, but they're absolutely superb pens, quality made fountain pen. Now this one, being the Centennial, is slightly bigger than the International, in that from the top of the cap to the bottom of the barrel, it's 136 millimeters capped. Around the barrel, it's a lovely 13 millimeters in diameter. As you can see, it's got these two bands down to the bottom of the barrel here. If we go to the cap, you see it's got this one thick band and then a narrow band, and then we've got this very nice stylized Parker clip, as you can see, and then to the top we've got this flat finial. Now the only imprint on these particular pens, I don't know if you'll actually be able to see it, but if I twirl it round, they're actually just below the bands there, and it actually says Parker made in UK, and then it has the 1A or IA, is that it there? Okay, so I'm trying to get the light to it so you can see it. And if I turn it round a bit more, there we go. Is that the 1A, which is the date code? Okay, so difficult to see, but when you look at it in normal daylight, it's nice and clear, nice and visible. So yeah, it's 1A. It's actually the third quarter of 1992. And in that particular time, in 1992, the Centennial, I think they had numerous different colours. They had a blue marbled, maroon and green marbled. They had the lovely classic orange colour. They also, around about that particular time, they brought out the black and pearl colour, which again, sort of goes back to the original black and pearl Duofolds in the 20s and 30s, which is a lovely example. They also brought out the Godron gold colour, the sterling silver Godron, and last but not least, again around that particular time 1992, they brought out the presidential, the solid gold. And well, if you could afford that particular pen, then you've got no problems with finances. I wish I had one myself, but my pockets have got no chance on the prices of that particular pen. So they were the different colours of that particular period. As I said, this one 23 karat gold plating on all the trim. Now if we unscrew the cap for you like so, let's show you the pen in numerous different angles. It's a gorgeous, handsome fountain pen and a quality made writing instrument. So if we go a little bit closer, in fact, let's go even closer. Okay, so that's even closer. You can see the threads there to the top of the barrel. Just above that we've got a gold ring, and then further up to the section, to the top of the section, we've got another 2 gold bands, as you can see there. And then we've got this lovely handsome 2-tone gold 18 karat 750 nib. So you can see the sort of the arrow there is in a silver colour, which is it platinum? I'm not particularly sure. The rest of the nib is 18 karat gold, and it reads Parker, and then to the left there 18 karat, to the right 750. So a lovely handsome nib. There's a sideways view for you, and there's the feed underneath. You can see it's got the letter M there, which is indicating it's a medium nib. And the nice thing about it, looking at this feed, nib, etc. inside as well, there's I can't see any ink, no residue of ink. So in my opinion, this pen has never been inked. In fact, the lady that I bought it from also confirmed that she actually bought it but never ever used it. So there we go, a gorgeous 18 karat gold nib, very handsome. Okay, so that was the nib for you in nice close-up for you, so you can see all the details. But what a lovely handsome pen. Okay, if we open it up, there's no cartridge or converter, as you can see there, so it's ready for the new owner to use a cartridge or a converter to fill up maybe with their favorite ink. But a lovely size pen, the sort of pen I personally prefer. I prefer these larger, these larger oversized pens. So there we have it. So that's the Parker Duofold Centennial. We've got the pencil, so it's a matching set. And as we said, or as we didn't say, I'm not too sure, the Centennial is the larger of the two, with the International being slightly smaller. The Centennial was the flagship pen of the period. So a very nice, handsome pen. I hope you've enjoyed looking at them as much as I enjoyed showing them to you people. Don't forget, leave a comment down below. Give the video a thumbs up if you will. Don't forget to subscribe. But for now, I'm just going to say Slava Ukraini from me and this gorgeous set. Bye bye for now.